All right, so this is a quick video, disco demonic, hydrophonic, about, I got some crystals today in the mail. This is, okay, so these crystals are from Blue Moon Crystals and Jewelry. I don't know if that's fucking backwards or not, or whatever. So they're from Arkansas. I ordered this the other, couple of days ago by the recommendation of a friend on Facebook, fellow occultist. And he told me that Samael had told him about this crystal. So I ordered it immediately, and then as soon as I got the crystal, I held on to it. I usually like to do an unveiling, but I got a phone call, and so that kind of threw me off a little bit. And then I was holding on to the crystal. So this is the crystal, and I definitely felt some energy, man. This crystal is it's the Red Dragon Quartz, and let me see that. Oh, here's the box that came in. Give a fuck. Came in with the bubble wrap. I love this shit. And yeah, this thing is awesome, man. It's upon grabbing and holding onto this crystal and just like centering myself and letting it do what it does. First, I focused on my root chakra, but then I felt like a warmth start going up, and I could feel it in here and like in between my root and my solar, like in this area right here, like all three of the chakras almost. So far, I haven't meditated with this stone yet. This is just me holding on to it, and it almost feels like, you know how if you do a shot of tequila or something, or you do a shot of liquor, that warm feeling you get, it's almost like that. It's like lightly. It's pretty powerful stone. The reason I wanted to make this video though was also another reason, was because at Blue Moon Crystals and Jewelry, and so thank you, Bill and Faith. They gave me a free quartz crystal. This came along with my order. I did not expect this, so I thought that was pretty dope. This is almost the same size. Well, it's pretty much, it's a little bit bigger than the original crystal. Well, it depends on length, whatever, but it's I was totally surprised, man. This is totally cool. I thought that was fucking awesome. So thank you to Blue Moon Crystals, Bill and Faith. Yeah, I like that motherfucker. Yeah, so yeah, the Red Dragon Crystal. And since I got you here, interested, I wanted to talk about a meditation that I do in the morning whenever I do several different meditations. One of the meditations that I've done that has raised power in me whenever I begin meditations or when I do ritual work is Kuji. So Kuji-kiri is a practice. It's called the 9 cuts, and then you have Kuji-in, which are the mudras and the chanting involved with Kuji-kiri. So this is like a self-empowerment in order to make, there are several empowerments that you can do. There's empowerments you do for the hand. It's like a 9-day ritual that you, meditation or whatever you do every day. And you do 3 symbols. I won't go into all of that. I have them here. I was going to actually grab them, but fuck it. So here are the 3. So you can kind of see if it bleeds through. Ryoko Te Sei. There's a way to do this to empower. It's a 9-day thing. There's books on it. You can do some research on that. But the reason I got into Kuji-in or Kuji-kiri was because I was reading some comments online. Somebody posted the mudras, and then somebody talking about how dangerous they were. That you needed somebody to show you how to do it, right? You needed basically somebody to guide you. My whole thought process on this stuff is the more dangerous somebody says it is, the more I want to do it. So I saw that and I was like, okay, well, I got to try this shit now. And honestly, the way I see it is that somebody started this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody began using this practice somewhere. They didn't have a guide. You know, maybe they had the spirit guides or anything like that. So if you want to utilize a guide, you can ask Lucifer or Samael or any entity that you work with on a regular basis to guide you through this. And actually each one can different ones you work with can help you in different ways with one certain practice in any in any way, shape, or form. Like in your ascension, each of them have an attribute that you can that they can bestow upon you using that practice, right? So I've asked Behemoth, Moloch, to actually guide me with different parts of my practice with my chakras and everything, to empower each chakra equally, because certain things that you do will empower certain chakras, but you want them all powerful, man. You want them all strong. And then Moloch showed me how to unite all my chakras. So he gave me a sigil, 2 sigils. One sigil was to initiate the practice, and then the other one was like after I used that sigil, I could then use the sigil that I had, and I usually do it in my heart chakra for healing or whatever it is. You can put the sigil wherever, and then it'll bring all the chakras into that point, so you can focus the energy into that point that you want to use the energy in. You know what I'm saying? Whatever attributes that chakra has. So, and that's been really beneficial to me. I love that shit. So, okay. So the Kuji-in are 9 mudras, and you can find it online, KUJI/KIRI or KURI/IN. All right. So the first one is this one. There's a couple of that tell you to use. They said the most powerful and dangerous one is this one, so this is the one I use. So basically, you do it like this. Now, the man's hand is supposed to be masculine and feminine. I have worked with both. I think it's important to have both masculine and feminine attributes like in your magic. That's just my personal belief. I believe it creates balance. To have too much of one, to me, is not the way I want to go. I want to be able to balance both of these energies within me for ultimate, for an optimum type of enlightenment experience or rising, or whatever you want to call it, empowerment, blah, blah. And so, so the first one I did was this. So the man's hands are supposed to go the right. This is my right hand. This is my left. Go over the left, right? So that's how I started. And then as I worked with Hecate more, she actually showed me, this is when she told me that she was the birther of the violet flame. And then I started working with this way, and then I was able to reach another experience using this sequence, the same mudra sequence, but in the feminine aspect of the hand gestures. However, you'll get more into it. I don't know if you know, cool. If not, the more you'll get into it, you'll understand what I mean as far as when you work with mudras. So here they go. It's already 7 minutes. I'm not trying to take up too much time. I know everybody's got shit to do. All right, so here you go. Start out with the male, so over that, and then you go like this. That's the first one. You're intertwine the fingers like that, and this is how you're gonna do this. It's the first one. That's your root chakra. The second one leads into this one. You take your middle fingers, keep everything else the same, slide them back over this. At first, it's kind of difficult, but you get used to it. These fingers touch here. Here, and I would recommend holding this in different spots, wherever it feels more powerful to you. Just kind of but don't do it too fast. Don't be like and then like, oh, that ain't shit, like give it some time, man. Like just flow with it, see what happens. You feel it more here, rest there a little bit, see how you feel, and just move it around. Take it by your sacral and move it around, and then the next one. That's with all of them. The next one is also leads into it. So you can take these fingers here, slide them over. So you're still in the same kind of position, connect these 3 fingers. And then you take the right finger, put it on top of the left finger, slide it in like this, like that, like this. And these 2 middle fingers are going to cup. So they're going to lock. So you're going to like loop around, right? So I use this on a couple of them. So this is good to kind of remember that the middle fingers grasp it and pull it back. So then your fingers are like this. Then the ring fingers meet here, then the pinky fingers, and then the thumbs, and then that's the next one. All right. And this one here is in my studies I have found it's called the hara. The hara is like the dantien. All right. So that area, that's kind of the dantien. I imagine this as a pool of water. And if I want to incorporate a sigil into that, or a Reiki symbol to empower it, or a demonic symbol or whatever, you can do that. You know, or any kind of empowering symbol that you want to use. You want to attribute it to Leviathan. You know, anything that works for you, you can do it like that, right? So then here, Tiamat, whatever. So the next one also goes into the next one. So these 3 fingers stay attached, and then the ring fingers will stay together. The right finger goes on top. The pinky goes in between the pinky, almost like weaving here. And then again, these 2 fingers are going to grasp these 2 fingers. They're going to ring it, right? And then these fingers here, so like that, are going to go inside here, touch here, touch the pinky. And you can actually grab onto these thumbs right here for like just to kind of stability for a little while. Put the pinkies together and then bring the thumb up. Right? And that is your solar right there, your solar. That's where I hold mine. And just concentrate on your solar. There's mantras you can do as well. You can look into that. I'm not going to go into all that right now. And then the next one is this. Thumb here. And then the thumb on top of this part right here. And the thumb right here on this bone of the finger. When you punch a motherfucker in the head, that's the knuckle you want to go for right there. So yeah, what's these 2 knuckles you want to kind of aim, but you train the whole hand, whatever. So all right, so then you do this. That's that. The next one is the throat. Oh, that's the heart. So that's your heart. And the next one is the throat. Now you go like this or like this. I do it like this. And there's some documents I've come across that say to do it like that. Really, all the fingers meet in the middle. You just kind of hold on. For some reason, I like it better. My thumb's like this. I feel more of a connection that way. So you can also experiment to find out which one you like better. All right. Then this one, you hold on here like that. These fingers go here. This is the Zeal chakra, the Jade Gate. It's white, but it's the one right behind the head right here, the bone right here you have. Right underneath that, there's a point. That is the chakra. It's called the Zeal chakra, the chakra of mediumship. It's another one of the chakras. It's like the backside of the third eye. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Zeal chakra. That one there, and then the next one is that is where you focus on the third eye. Then you have either this, the golden seal, or I started using this one. I kind of like it better. So you keep your thumbs after this one. Keep your thumbs together. Roll up your right hand into a fist. You can either do this or hold it in here, or just kind of move around to where you feel comfortable. I like to kind of hold it here because I feel strength in that. And I like to hold it there, and then that connects with your crown chakra. And then like I said, there are mantras to all this. And then you just kind of focus on your crown chakra. And with each one, you're going to focus on a different chakra or point. So, yeah, that's kind of just a quick review of Kuji, man. Kuji-kiri. Thank you.